Previously on Unranked.
I'm looking at young Macaulay Culkin standing next to
Macaulay
old
Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin.
That's got to go in the
Macaulay Culkin,
previously
Mini
on.
Bonbon. I'm
That's
looking at
gotta
young
go
Mini
on.
Bonbon
Millie
looking
Bonbon.
at...
Millie Bonbon.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at Millie Bonbon.
give me a
I'm looking at Millie Bobby Brown next to Millie Bonbon, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
wow.
There it is. Do. Oh boy.
All right. Let's start the show. It is the 510th episode of the Unranked podcast. This is Chris Humes here with a stuffy Tuna
Yeah,
Marinello.
not great.
Yeah. Alex
Kid-
Tuna, big Tuna. What's going on?
Kid goes to school, brings home tons of illnesses.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you have this time?
I don't know,
So-
just cold.
it's a rhino?
Just cold. Yeah, just a cold.
Just typical rhino.
Yep. Yeah.
We had that. We had like the like kind of like a sinus infection kind of a thing. You do the sinus flush. I'm a big fan of the sinus flush.
No.
No?
No,
Oh.
sorry.
It is, dude, once you start sinus rinsing when you're like sick, you can't go back because it's just like it relieves all of the congestion, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
get used to it because the first couple times you do it, it is like a miserable affair.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Maybe once. Maybe
Maybe
once.
Wow.
Can't remember.
You can't remember if you did a flush, a sinus flush, where you squeeze the water up your nose.
I might have done a neti pot.
Yeah, it's like that, except the neti pot, you're not really applying any pressure, you know. So you do have to have like, you know. So I when I needed it like a week ago, I asked Teresa to go get me one, and she came back with the neti pot, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess this will have to do. It didn't. I was too congested. It was just like dribbling out. It like didn't do enough. So then I had to like just. I was like, can you go get me the right thing? You know, like,
right. Yeah.
'cause you need the squeeze bottle. But man,
Yep.
it just like just drains, and then you can breathe.
Yeah.
You can fully breathe. It gets all of it out of there. The congestion headache goes away. Gets rid of keeps the postnasal drip from happening too because you clear out
Okay.
all the blockage,
Yeah.
so you don't get the sore throat from it too. Highly recommend. I'm a
Alright.
big. What's your now that you have a cold? What's your regimen to deal with it?
There's no regimen. There's nothing. I do nothing.
You do nothing.
I just deal with it. Yeah.
Well, you don't deal with it. You just let it wash over you, is what it sounds like.
What do you mean?
Well, I would say dealing with it would be
Yeah.
doing something about it.
No, dealing with it is you just. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I guess dealing with it could be seen two ways. Dealing with it means I'm actually dealing with it in a proactive way, or dealing with it is what it is. I'm doing nothing. I'm just dealing with it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it just the stuffiness? You got the throat?
No throat.
No throat. That's good.
No
that to me is the worst.
Yeah.
When you have the throat, it's, you know,
Yeah.
you can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
The halls, like, it only helps temporarily.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And then they tell you a million times don't use Afrin.
Oh, yeah. I never use that. I never use the Afrin stuff. No.
No.
Yeah, no. Like, you don't need it too if you do the sign. The thing about the sinus rinse is you have to be careful because you can't use just like any water because, you know, you can't.
What do you mean you can't use any water?
You can't use just any water when you do sinus rinse because you can't have like bacteria in there. You don't want one of those like prions in there that's gonna like eat your brain kind of a thing. You have to use like distilled water. The easiest way to do that is just buy like smart water because they use like vapor distillation on their water.
Okay.
But you don't want to take it out of the tap. You can't take like your tap water and put it in there. You're not supposed to do that with a neti pot either. You're supposed to do like a smart water kind of a situation. That's the only annoying thing about it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 510th episode.
Wow.
So it's the 511th Pokemon we're talking about. Because we did episode 0, Missing No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, episode 0 is Missing No.
Okay.
So
this is episode what?
Well, this is episode 510, but it's 511th Pokemon we're talking about.
You sure?
Yeah. Don't make me go back into the sagas and the seasons and everything. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the numbered episodes are all
Sure,
canonical,
sure,
right?
sure,
There's only 510 canonical Pokemon
sure.
that
All
we're
right, so
discussing.
we're talking about Liepard
Yes.
or
A
Lippard.
a
Lippard?
strong
Liepard?
evolution from last week,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, yeah.
Especially after, like last week's
The
Pokemon
bipedal ridiculousness.
again got turned into that. Wasn't when it started. Like if we were
Yeah,
just talking about its introduction in Black and White 2 or where you see it in Pokemon Home when it's sitting like a cat, totally fine, but when it stands up looks ridiculous. This one is pretty fucking cool.
yeah.
I
No, looks
I
good.
I mean, this looks like it can fuck you up. I like
Yeah,
that it looks fast. The coloring and the sort of jaggedness to its fur almost would make you think that this isn't just a dark type because it almost looks like it's
right.
a dark electric type, and that would have been pretty sick. But it is
Yeah,
just a standard
yeah.
dark type because it is purple and yellow. It does look, it looks like a wild cat. Looks kind of like a leopard. Has the leopard spots on it. Primary purple, yellow undercoat. Very cool, kind of like razor tail. Eyes flare back into its ears like a mask. Like
Oh, yeah.
I cool design on this Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, I think the tail saves it. Tail's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think like in general, I think it's a fairly strong
Well, it's a
design.
cat.
Yeah. Well, it's a Wildcat. It's a big
I mean,
cat.
if you cut its head off and its tail off, you basically you're drawing a cat.
That's
Whatever.
you're right. You're right. It is just like
Drawing a
a
cat.
miscolored cat otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about its name.
So yeah, I mean, listen, it shares its category with Galarian and Articuno in that they both are known as the cruel Pokemon, and that Liepard may be a combination of lie and leopard.
Oh.
Also, the trivia not that good on this one either. Really bad, actually. I mean, they're just really running out of stuff to say.
I mean, this one's straightforward, which by the way, like whenever we get past the starters and we get into the bird, the mouse, the cat, the dog, that is what they are. And typically speaking, there's not too much else to go with it. Every now and then, they get fancy with it. They do like, oh, here's the ghost dog Pokemon and things like that. But a lot of the time it is kind of simple. At least this cat is a dark type. It's not just a normal type like with, Meowth and Persian. So they did something
Right.
better here. Black and White 2, let's talk about its Pokedex. Their beautiful form comes from the muscles they've developed. They run silently in the night. Stealthily, it sneaks up on its target, striking from behind before its victims have a chance to react. Takes advantage of that dark type.
Yeah.
Nocturnal cat.
Sure. Sure.
I mean,
What's up?
there's a sort of like dichotomy that we have with Pokemon designs, where, as people that grew up in Generation 1, we tend to prefer Pokemon that do also feel like real animals
Yeah.
instead of like over designed. And in a way, this does feel like one of those simpler designs. Like, I think the color of this
Right.
is more out there than you would have gotten in the first generation with a lot of Pokemon. And so
Right.
that's like what sets it apart. But otherwise, I think design wise, it's actually kind of falls into that early generation style than like a later generation style of Pokemon. In fact, I think Generation
Sure.
5 follows that a lot more than some of the previous and later generations do. This did feel a little bit like they did like a soft reset. They kind of were like, all right, we're going to give it another go. Start fresh. So I'm a fan of it. Where do you want to put this on the board?
I'm good with like a middle of the road kind of
Yeah, me
situation.
too. Me
Good with a
too.
middle of the road. What would be middle of the road? I have it. It's not open right now.
So
I could open it now.
so
I
seven
would
or
put it.
eight.
Yeah, I'd put it in the 8.
In the 8, better than Pignite, not better than
Yeah,
Embor.
I don't think it's better than Embor.
Yeah. I think Embor's pretty ugly, but it is, I mean, it's just more useful. It's a really strong Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, if
It's
you want
three
to put it
stage,
ahead of
it's a
Embor,
starter.
if you really feel strongly about it.
I mean, I think it's cooler than Embor, but I don't think it's as useful. as Embor.
Sure.
Oh, you know
Sure.
what's cool? I always forget
What?
to read these sometimes, but like they'll have like this Pokemon. They'll have the name of the Pokemon, and then they have a moniker for it.
Yeah.
Liepard is known as the cruel Pokemon. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, let's put it at the new eight, below Embor, above Pignite, smack dab in the middle.
Sure. I mean, I'm totally with it.
Boom. All right, so you're sick.
Yeah, not
Rapid.
great. Not great. I don't know. Just
Is-
kid comes home like the kid's been sick for like 4 months straight, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she has had a runny nose or a stuffy nose for the last 4 months. So hasn't been great. I mean, we
Is
had
it?
norovirus. Now we have
Oh,
a
you had
cold.
norovirus?
Didn't I say this? Didn't I
Maybe you
say
did.
like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right after the podcast, like Britt and I had the worst night ever. Both
You
of us
both
at the
caught it
same
from her?
time. Oh my God, both
Oh.
at the same time. Like we were both just throwing up, and I mean it was. I mean I've actually never in my life had a situation where I'm sitting doing awful things and then having to stand up and throw up is
Oh,
was
you've
a
never had terrible food poisoning then?
I've never no never I've
Yeah, I've
actually
had
I don't think
that.
I've ever even had noro. I don't think I've ever had norovirus before.
I've
And I'll tell
never
you
had
what,
noro, but I've had
it
terrible food poisoning.
it fucked up our stomachs for like a good week. Like we were
Yeah,
good after 36 hours is really when we were good.
yeah.
Like the next day, my mother-in-law had to come and take the kid because the two of us could not function. So
And did the kid have it first?
the kid had it first, but she had it much milder. And we should have known we were going to get it because she threw up on Britt, and then I cleaned up all that. So, yeah, there you go.
So my brother's dealing with that right now with his kid.
Uh,
And he was talking about it in like our, family group chat. And he was like, this happened last year and we both got it. He was like, I cannot get this. He was like, I can't
it's
do it again.
dude,
So he's like,
Jesus.
he's masking up, he's masking
Yeah.
up in the house.
Yeah.
He's wearing gloves to like clean up.
Oh,
And he was like, every 40 minutes, she's like puking or having diarrhea. Like we're
oh
both,
my God.
but it seems
Dude,
like
it was
he didn't get
terrible.
it. It seems like he avoided it
No, you would
so
know.
far.
You would get it pretty quick. It's pretty,
Yeah.
I mean, at least for us it was quick.
Yeah.
Like she had it that Wednesday, and then Thursday night was when like I literally like when I signed off the podcast here Thursday night, I felt okay. Like I went up
Yeah.
to bed. I went up to bed and Britt was like, I don't feel well. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And then literally an hour later, as she's like puking in the bathroom, I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
No, dude, not good.
No, it was
Not
awful.
good.
Yeah. So now I have a cold. That sucks. But see that's what it's funny. Britt and I were talking about this a little bit. Would you rather have the 24, 36 hour awful, awful, awful? Or would you rather have the cold that's like mild, but it lasts 5 or 7 days? I don't know. I think what comes with the 36 hours is pretty brutal. So I think I might take this for 5 or 6 days rather than the one and done. Anyway, so enough about that. Fuck that. So I've been playing Claire Obscure,
Hell
and
yeah.
I can't believe I was sleeping on this game. I can't believe I didn't pick it up and
I
start playing
mean,
it.
we typically don't do the RPGs as much,
I know, but the story alone should have got me going. But anyway, so now
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's really good.
I'm right up
I
to
loved it.
I'm right up to the final boss. I'm probably gonna play most of this, if not try to 100% it, just because I really enjoy it.
100% it?
I don't know. Maybe
All right,
okay,
well,
maybe not
what level are your
100% it.
characters?
I think they're all 53, 54.
Okay. I think I finished the game around 60. So you could theoretically go and just finish the game at this point.
So I was thinking about that, yeah. Finishing it up right now, but I do want to do some side stuff. I tried to do some side stuff
Hmm.
like today, and it was like, whoa, I am way under leveled for this. So, and I kind of feel like they do want me to go fight the final boss now, and then do all the other side really hard stuff later. Otherwise, I'll be too over leveled for the final boss, and that won't be fun because I'll just blow through that that fight. Anyway, game's awesome. There's multiple times during the playthrough that I was like, wow, what a game. What a game.
Yep.
Holy shit. What a game.
I think I texted Tom that exactly.
Yeah.
After I finished certain things.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to keep going, finish. And then I don't know what I'm gonna play next. Maybe Metroid, maybe what else is out?
Are you gonna are you well, and I think the Pokemon DLC may have dropped. I think that did. But I'm not gonna touch that till after Metroid. And then I'll tell you what, after that, I'm ready to just play like some indie games for a little bit.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
to do like 100%ing like the Pokemon game, to do Metroid and to do Clair Obscurum, like that is a lot of like,
Yeah.
a lot of big game in a row. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I get like a little fried after that, and then I need
Okay.
to like just play some indies. I need to do something small, or just do a little bit of golfing, do a little bit more golfing. You
Okay,
know?
yeah, the Alice in Wonderland
Oh shit, dude, the
DLC
Alice in
came out.
Wonderland
We're
DLC.
pretty sure we talked about it, but again, fucking awesome.
I mean, we
It
played
again
again today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Uh, I mean, look, if you haven't asked yet, get a VR headset for Christmas, holiday, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever, a gift giving, birthday. Get a headset. Get it like a Quest. What are we up to now? 3. So get a Quest 2. I don't know.
Yeah, Quest 3.
So get a
So I
Quest 2.
think they may have discontinued the Quest 2.
Yeah,
No.
but you could.
So they
Did
have
you
the
get it off
Quest
somebody?
they have the Quest 3S now though, which was
Yeah.
it's like the computer of the Quest 3, but
Uh-huh.
like the screen and stuff of the Quest 2. So it's not quite as good as the Quest 3, but performance-wise, it is the same as the Quest 3.
Yeah.
So you can play all the game like it
Yeah.
won't get dated as quickly. And I think the cost was the same as the Quest 2 was the idea. It was like,
Okay.
oh, like we don't want people joining in a generation back. So we're gonna make one as
Yeah.
cheap as the Quest
Yeah.
2. And just drop a couple
Hoping to get
features.
hoping to get a just for my next step in life. Hoping to get a Steam Deck soon.
Yep.
Uh some wrenches were thrown into that plan over the
Yep.
last couple months. The fridge breaking, the stovetop breaking, the dishwasher
That's
breaking that
right.
I
I
had to
forgot
repair.
that happened to you, dude.
Yeah, so everything that's the tree that had to come down. Yeah, so fuck it. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to talk about before we, I guess, talk about what you've played and also what if you want to hit me with a complaint sound, if you don't have it, no big deal. But
I don't have it
if
up
you
at the
don't,
second, but you can
fuck it.
start and it'll pop
So
up.
yeah. So listen, right? So my mother-in-law. Oh,
Oh, a classic mother-in-law complaint.
yeah. So no, it's not about my mother. Well, maybe a little bit. My mother-in-law is like keeps pushing this printer on us. She keeps saying, "Do you guys want this printer? Do you guys want this printer?" We're like,
Just
"No,
say yes and take it, and
I
then
don't
get
need a
rid of it.
printer. I don't
Say
print
yes,
the
take it, and
goddamn
then throw it
thing."
out.
So here's what happens. So we don't print anything. And then all of a sudden, Brittany's like, you know what? No, we'll take the printer. We'll take it. And I'm like, what? Why? Why are we taking this printer? She's like, well, you can put it in your office. I'm like, I don't print anything. And then she
See,
was like,
that's
okay, but
interesting. You've never had to return anything that like you needed to print a label for.
okay. So that's where she brought up, what if we need to print something and we have to print out the label? I go, the amount of times that has happened is low.
But you are not paying for the printer.
I get it. I get it. But there's ink and
Yeah.
paper, right?
Well,
And if I want to
the
go
paper's a
to,
one-time cost.
if I want to go to, like, all I got to do is go to Target and print out a label if I need to for like, not Target, Staples, for like $1, right? And
Sure.
I print out the label. And I get it, but most of the time the labels are pre-done. I just bring the QR code to UPS, and they're done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's where the complaint rolls in. The printer gets dropped off. Okay. Setting up a printer is, when you don't have a computer, is out of control, insane. The amount of buttons and flashing lights and troubleshooting, and the fact that I needed a password to get into the printer, and the fact that it was like this was my fault, but I left the paper instructions to the printer in the box while I was anyway. You needed a password to connect to the printer. I thought that was the most asinine thing. Why can't I just connect to this printer? Why do I need a password? I think it's just ridiculous. I hate printers. Fuck printers. I mean, it's not my usual complaint, but
No,
I'm
I
done.
get it.
I'm
I
done.
get it.
I'm done.
Look, so
I'm
we
done.
we have a printer.
Okay.
I have it. I just have it set up in the garage. It's on Wi-Fi. You know, it's easy enough. I actually have it like I have like two storage racks. Well, I have
Okay.
three. I have one that is like a tote rack, and I have all these. It holds 16 totes, and I have which was great for Christmas this year because like I was able to just pull out the like four totes of crap that have like Christmas stuff in them, and pull them out, and then it's easy to get to, not like
Yeah.
like in an attic or buried behind anything. But I have the printer on a storage rack. It's plugged in, so when I print something, I just send it to the garage.
Okay.
But we have it because of like shipping stuff. Like Therese has to ship stuff a lot, like well, not a lot, but at least once a month.
So
Like
one piece of paper a month, 12 pieces of paper a month.
yeah, 12 pieces of paper a month so that I don't have to drive to Staples, which is like 20 minutes away.
Well, Staples is right down the road.
Yeah, Staples is 20 minutes away from
So,
me. And
all
the
right.
UPS place is like across the street. So like it's like one of those
Yeah.
generic, shipping, so you could ship out whatever from it.
Okay.
Or
All right.
the Whole Foods. Like, but the Amazon stuff I don't need. The Amazon, I can go to the Whole Foods. If it's an Amazon return, show them the QR code, they just take it from you and send it back.
Oh,
But
I
if it's
told I
not Amazon,
yeah.
that's when you need the label printer.
I texted you guys about I was at UPS and this woman just could not handle the QR code labeling, non-labeling UPS versus USPS drop off. She was having a day. She could not handle it. And it's like some people just can't handle the new world.
Oh, yeah. I
They need
mean,
a life coach.
I've been at a UPS or a USPS and I've seen people come in with the wrong thing and like argue with the person. They're like, no, you don't understand. We're not the same. Like, there's an extra S.
Yeah. And they
There's
don't
an
get
extra
it.
S here. Yeah. Yeah. People are stupid though,
They
you
are
know?
really stupid.
People are dumb is the thing. Um, One thing I wanted to say about Walkabout, Alex and I aren't able to play as much as we used to because you go into the office more. I have a baby, so we still have gotten in generally. I would say at least once a week. Still, we still usually are getting in
Yeah.
like once a week, but it's
Yeah.
not 4 or 5 days a week like it was at peak. At peak, we were doing it every day. Now it's like good if we can get it in twice a week, but
Right.
we're still doing it at least once a week. But the upside to that has been we are not as good as we used to be at
No,
this game.
no, no,
And I mean, we
no.
were playing our favorite course today, Around the World in 80 Days, and we
Yep.
were just
I
slopping
mean,
it
I
up,
was very bad. I was
slopping
very
it up.
bad.
And yet, somehow, we found two new trick shots that we never noticed before in this
Right.
game.
Yeah. No, we did. I can't believe there were two things that we were like, oh, I can't believe we didn't think of that before.
You took a shot, and then I was like, you were like, are you going to go? And I'm like, thinking
Yeah.
about something. You're like,
Yeah,
what? I
yeah.
was like, I
Yeah.
think, I think I can do this. And
Think
lo
I
and
can
behold, I
do
did.
this. Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was like a very fun shot to make. And then you had some crazy like bounce bank shot that you pulled off on
Yeah.
your first attempt, I think.
A pretty good, pretty ridiculously lucky hole in one on Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that was right.
That was good.
That
That
was
was a good
sick.
one. Yeah.
That was the first, I think the first and only hole in one either of us have gotten on that course yet. Not an easy course,
No, not
especially for
easy
hole
at
in
all.
ones.
No, that course is hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard course. I like it though.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
No,
I like
man.
the interesting ones.
Well, so the Game Awards are going on right now.
Ugh.
We are not there. Tom is. I may or may not actually head downtown because Tom, so during the show, a couple of games were announced, and he texted me, goes, I have to go do an interview with them now after the show. So he's got to go do work now after the show. So I might not go downtown because you can come late. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go
Yeah.
downtown after 10 o'clock.
Right.
It's like,
Oh, it's that
what am I going to
bad?
get home at like 2 or 3? Well, it's just, I'm not that close to downtown. I'm a good 30 minutes, and right now there'll be traffic too, like with downtown getting into there, calling
Sure.
an Uber to that area because it's gonna be really crowded there. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't want to take a 45-minute Uber
Sure. Sure.
at like
Sure.
11 p.m.
Sure.
10, 11 o'clock, depending on when he actually finishes with these interviews that he's going to go do. So I don't know. I might actually bail. I did just message to see a couple other people because I know Gio's going to be there, so I might go anyway.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for another show.
but yeah, it just depends on if like a couple other people. I just messaged my friend Becky, who I worked with at G4. She works in esports, so if she's going to be there, I'm probably just going to go anyway. But if she's not, I don't know because I'm not going to go just like tag along with Geo, for a while and wait for Tom. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go sidle up to him because
Yeah.
I'm sure he's also like doing work. So we'll see. I may or may not end up going.
All right.
But a lot of stuff has been announced. Um,
Hit me. What do we
what
got?
have you watched any of this stuff I've sent you?
I watched the Star Wars thing.
You watched the Star Wars thing?
Yes.
Okay. So
What?
control. I just sent you a link. It has more stuff.
Okay.
Some big ones, just right off the jump. Control
Let's
Resonant has been announced. That's a sequel.
can't wait. Can't wait.
Um,
Lenny Kravitz.
like, okay, so a new trailer came out for the James Bond game next year, which
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this game because the
He's
Hitman
playing the
game.
villain.
He's. I can't tell. It seems like they're saying he's playing the villain, but they're putting out like a special edition with a mask of the like main villain apparently, and he's not
Yeah.
wearing that thing, and he doesn't. So I'm wondering if he's like an Act One villain or an Act Two villain, and not the villain. But maybe he is the villain. It's kind of hard to tell. It seems like they're saying that, but that's not really what. There seems to be some like mixed signals that I'm getting, but
Claire Obscure takes
oh, dude,
music.
Claire Obscur has taken several
Yeah. Best
several awards at this point.
best debut indie, best
Yep.
art direction. All right.
They're gonna clean up. They're also, I mean, if they're getting
It's
best
a great
indie,
game.
best art, best like you have
Yeah.
to assume they're gonna have best game at this point,
Oh,
right?
oh yeah.
J.J. Abrams showed up. He's got a game.
JJ.
Yeah,
I
JJ showed up.
I don't know
He's got it.
how much faith I have for JJ these
He's been
days.
he's been trying to do something with games for a very long time. There have been
Okay.
several, like he's been trying to either get a game made or make a movie of a game. Like I think we mentioned this a few weeks ago. Like Portal was a thing that was supposed to happen with Bad Robot. It was announced well over a decade ago. Obviously, nothing ever happened with it. But that guy obviously has like an interesting games, but it never came together. But he's got this sort of Groundhog Day like run based loop game, um,
Okay.
which
So
I
of course
believe
he
was
does.
called Loop.
Of course he
It looks
does.
cool. That looks pretty neat. But so far, I'd say the biggest thing is Control Resonant for me. You should pull up that trailer for a moment and just like, just skim through that timeline on the trailer because there is something that like they're like kind of leading up to it, right? They're like showing something off in the beginning of the trailer. You have your weapon and the weapon like changes shape and everything in that first game. They show off, you're like, "Oh, here's the new weapon, right? Here's our rod." But it looks different. And I'm like, "What is this going to be? What is this going to be melee focused?" And it is. There is a melee attack system with this weapon now in the new game.
Okay. All
And it
right.
looks
Okay.
pretty fucking rad. So
Okay.
this time you're going to be controlling Dylan Faden, the younger brother of Jesse Faden, not playing as
Ooh.
Jesse.
Gonna be playing as Dylan.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. I like it. I like it.
So
Yeah.
they're completely changing up um
Yeah.
what looks to be the actual combat system in this.
Sure.
Obviously, it's going to use a lot of the same sort of psychic abilities that you get.
Right. Right. Right.
But it's also taking place in a radically altered Manhattan is the way that they're positioning it,
Yeah.
which pretty cool. That's pretty neat to have it outside and not like, just like you're in the compound. So all of that's pretty cool. Do you remember when we were at E3 and we saw Divinity Original Sin or Divinity 2 and it was like this long presentation and we were all bored and we got out of there and you were like, that looks great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those guys, that's the team that also made Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
revealed a new Divinity
Okay.
and they say it's going to be their biggest RPG ever. And here's what I'm going to tell you, Alex. I think after you just played Clair Obscur and you loved it, these
I
guys
did
are
love it.
kind of now considered like the cream of the crop for RPGs as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to play this one. I think
Ooh.
you're gonna have to play the new Divinity.
Okay. I mean, we'll see. Best action game. Hades 2.
Oh. I mean,
Oh,
what would beat
Claire
that?
Obscur loses an award.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it lost one award. It lost one award. Player's Voice, a 100% community voted award, went to Wuthering Waves,
Okay.
a Chinese RPG.
Yeah. I mean, look, you know what's great is I'm looking at the Polygon article right now for a lot of this, and it's funny to see like update 2 hours ago, Giovanni Colantonio, 33 minutes ago by Giovanni Colantonio.
Yeah, yeah.
To see him here is pretty funny.
Well, wait.
Oh.
Well, the Claire Obscur Award drought didn't last long. As presented by Rockstar founder Dan Houser, the French RPG just took home Best Narrative.
Okay, so they won Game of the Year. Because if they don't at this point,
Then it's
like
a
what's
bullshit.
going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, Joseph Fares must be beside himself.
Joey?
Yeah, just, look, I loved Split Fiction.
I got to be honest. I loved Split Fiction, but It
It's
Takes
not
Two
it's
was
not It
better.
Takes Two. I want It Takes
was
Two
better.
too.
I do as well.
I want It
I
Takes
really
Two
do.
too.
I want It Takes Two too.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they don't need to be, it doesn't need to be a direct sequel. You could just, you could have a new, you could do a brother sister thing. You could do another couple. Like it could be, they could do something different.
Whoa. This is bullshit. Best VR AR game, The Midnight Walk.
Well, it's not going to be Walkabout Mini Golf because it's not a new game.
It should be up every year.
It should be up every year.
Every year.
It should also be up for Game of the Year, Alex.
It really should. It really should. It's an incredible game. Unbelievable.
Oh my God. So I want you to take a look at this game that's coming from J.J. Abrams, just because I want you to see visuals, because there is one thing about it that I think you'll be excited about. So it's co-op.
Okay.
That's number one.
Yeah.
And number two, J.J. Abrams' new game is a collab with Left 4 Dead's designer.
Ooh. I know, but JJ gets a little too
what?
A little too what's it called? MacGuffin.
You mean the things that people generally like? Right?
Mystery box.
He does the stuff that people
mystery box.
Yeah.
He gets 2 mystery box.
Yeah. I get
All right, the trail. Yeah, I'm watching the trail.
End up being successful,
Except that's I'm pretty sure I don't think this is controversial, but that stupid sword thing in Star Wars. I don't know if that was his idea.
The Sith knife.
The knife. Yeah, the knife.
Well,
give me a break.
Look, I think if there's anyone to blame,
can't all be winners.
If there's anyone to blame for problems
Kathleen
with that movie,
Kennedy.
No, it's Bob Iger.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because look, J.J. Abrams was like, I can't make this movie in the amount of time you have.
Right.
And they were like, oh, well. And then he was like, I need 2 movies because our cut is 4 hours long. And they were like, no. And it can only be this long. And it's like, okay. And by the way, like before the movie came out, he was like, if you love it, you're not wrong. If you hate it, you're not wrong. Like that was his position on it. So like, which I think like if you're someone that's out there and you think that the problems with the Rise of Skywalker are because of J.J. Abrams, then you've forgotten that he made The Force Awakens, which was like critically and audience acclaimed. That was a beloved film.
Beloved?
It did phenomenal by both critics and audience score. It is the highest grossing domestic film of all time. Higher than Titanic, higher than Avengers Endgame.
I thought like one of the Jurassic Parks like took that.
No, domestic, no one's even close. It's at almost $1 billion domestic. No one's even close. That movie is incredible, but that's a movie where he had like 4 years, 3, 4 years to develop it. This other movie he wasn't planning on making and had less than 2 years to make it because it was kind of hoisted onto him after,
Because they gave it to RJ.
yeah, well, because Colin Trevorrow was supposed to make it and
Okay.
he came out with a really bad movie and he was
Ooh,
already like kind of doing poorly with the Jurassic films. So
yeah.
they after oh my God, who plays Princess Leia? Why did my brain just
Uh,
why did my brain just
oh my God. I can't think
what
of
just
her either.
happened? What just
Oh, my
happened?
my brain's not braining either.
What the fuck?
Oh my God. Time for an Evanescence music break. Evidence in the back.
It's back. It's back. It's Carrie Fisher. Um,
Gary,
when Carrie
Gary,
Fisher
Gary,
died,
Gary.
she was sort of like the narrative through line of Colin Trevorrow's script. You couldn't make that movie anymore, so they
Right.
had to make a new movie, and so they kind of forced it onto him because Bad Robot was also like producing the films, and
Right.
so he gets pulled back into it even though he wasn't supposed to do it and didn't have interest in making that movie. There's all these things like at the end of the
Yeah.
look, I'm not saying you have to like that movie. There are a lot of problems with that movie. But if
Well,
you think, oh,
yeah.
this movie's fucked up because of J.J. Abrams, and like you're pointing the finger at the wrong person. It's
No,
Bob Iger. It's the guy who
yeah.
also said, let's not make The Hunt for Ben Solo, which everyone wants. It's the guy who just was like, hey, let's
Ooh.
let AI generate Disney stuff. Like this guy is a fucking idiot.
I'm so
Um,
tired of
God,
I'm
God, he
so
sucks.
tired of AI. I
God, he
can't
sucks.
stand AI. I don't want to use AI. I don't
Dude,
like using AI.
it's the worst.
One of the funniest things I like doing now is watching this guy, this director, Sergio, do
Okay.
like I think I sent it to you guys. Like he does like he acts as a director giving prompts to AI. And it's just
Okay.
like, will AI replace actors? And like for now, it's like clearly, it's just funny because like the AI does exactly not what he wants them to do, and like the prompt, like it's funny. He's on Instagram,
Yeah.
but it's or the other one that I sent you about AI that was like AI generated behind the scenes of like Home Alone, and it's all wrong, and there's no value in it whatsoever. It's not even funny. It's just stupid. Um, yeah. So. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of AI. I don't want to use it. I think it's
Yeah.
really annoying.
It's good.
It's
It's
wrong. It's wrong half the time. I don't. It just doesn't. I could. I think I can still find a lot of my answers faster than it can give me ones that I still need to check anyway for accuracy because it's not always accurate. So
okay. Um, I mean, look, that, you can't hear that, right? I had
no.
my Game Awards. I closed it by accident. So it's reopening it, but I was worried it still had share open. Uh, there's another person that I've seen, and I generally, again, don't like AI content, but there is a guy on TikTok who he'll do the like AI voice chat thing,
Okay.
and he'll talk to it, and he'll like do scenarios. So he'll be like, oh, ChatGPT will be like, someone's trying to mug me. And then the
Yeah.
ChatGPT voice talking, he's like, oh man, that's bad. He's like, I'm sorry to hear that. And he's just like, what do I do? Can you call the like? And he just tries to get this thing to help him. And he'll
Yeah.
do it with like tons of different scenarios. And it's always just
Yeah.
shows like the functional useless of this
It's
shit.
useless.
It's yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
really useless.
Like
I'm tired of
there
it.
will be uses for large language models for these like for recursive study. Like there are, but they're all specialized fields. But for like actually creating things, it is not good. And it will never be better than it can never actually be better than a facsimile of things that are already made. So it's never going to be novel. It's always just going to be recursive. And once people stop making stuff, then it's just learning from more slop. So it's just going to eventually get worse over time.
Sucks.
So
Sucks.
it's bad. And it is like especially bad as like
This whole society is
it's
just
bad.
done.
It's
It
rotten.
does. I just watched a quick little it was like a YouTube or not YouTube, Instagram reel, and it was Ramesh Ranganathan had the girl that was on The Good Place.
Okay. Which one?
Can't remember her
Jamel
name.
Jamil?
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
And she was
You
just
know,
I
she
mean,
was
we
she was like a Radio One like person. She was like a Radio One DJ.
no. But first of all, Ramesh looks like he decided to care about his appearance, which was funny to me.
Oh,
And
have you
then
not seen him in a minute? He got
no, he
thin.
got very thin. He's wearing like very nice clothing now.
Yeah.
Like his
It's
hair
because
is
he
all
he said it's because
nice.
he had kids. He was like, oh, I can't. He was like, I have to like be in shape and healthy now.
Yeah, which is what I should do. But anyway,
That's what I did.
so yeah, that's I really should.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she was just I mean we've talked about it before, but she was talking about how like TV shows need to be dumbed down enough so that the
Right.
second screen people can understand it. And that sucks.
Hmm.
I think it just sucks. I think
Hmm.
society just is
Things
I
need to be
wish
stretched out. There needs to be a lot of exposition. They
a
need to
lot of
repeat things that
exposition.
happen more than
Yeah.
more than
Because
once.
people are scrolling while they're watching. Sucks.
Yeah.
Didn't used to be like that. We used to watch TV. We would sit down, we would watch a show.
Yeah. So there's another RPG game that was announced today, and that is
Okay.
the new Old Republic today, the Fate of the
Oh
Old
yeah.
Republic. And I think that they
Look
said that
good.
it's an action RPG game, which I'm pretty excited about. Single player. Um, I mean, it's just a teaser, and I don't even think this is coming next year. This is probably going to be coming in a couple years because I don't see any kind of a date here. It's just being revealed now, so I'm guessing this is probably a 2027 thing, maybe 2028. But this is very exciting for a lot of people. Now, I was not an original like big Knights of the Old Republic guy, but I do think, especially after we just did, Clair Obscur, I think I'm like very into doing some more RPGs. Like with
Sure.
this being an action RPG, I think it's also like a little bit easier for me to get into than, a turn based.
Yeah.
The guy that's doing this is also the director of the Mass Effect trilogy, Casey Hudson. He also did Knights of the Old
Yeah.
Republic.
Okay.
Games you haven't played, which I think it's too old for you to jump into now. I know that they put out an updated version of the trilogy and they streamlined a lot of stuff from the early games, but those games are really good. And now that I think about it, I think that was like the last major RPG that like I really played. Again, not turn-based that game. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. I think some
Yeah.
people in the Discord were actually like when that was dropped, everyone was excited. I don't know if we've seen the biggest game yet that's going to be shown. It's weird because in some ways I would think that was the biggest game, um, because no one even knew it was coming or was anticipating it really. There were some
Sure.
leaks, but like until recent, no one knew that there was going to even be anything like that.
Yeah.
But it is early in the night, and you would
Is it
think
early
that
in the night? When did this start?
no, when this dropped, it was the first. It was the first. Like this was the opening of the show.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
like, is that the biggest game, or is there going to be something bigger still to come? It's just hard for me to
Right.
think that they're still going to top that. Um, God, what were some other things that I think are of note? That Street Fighter movie trailer looked stupid, but also kind of cool. There's like some asshole people that they casted that they saw. Oh my God, you just did it to me. That they cast in it. Tom be losing his mind.
Casted.
Yeah, they casted in it.
I
We'll
hate to tell
see.
Tom, but there's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
no proper. There is proper ways to say something, but if everyone wants to latch on to casted, it can be casted.
yeah.
It can be whatever we want it to be. That's language, buddy.
That's language for you. There's a new D&D game that's coming.
Yeah. You know what would
Uh,
be good if they oh well they're not going to, but that game we played on VR,
what?
the
Oh, the Demio. Yeah, they
yeah,
have
the
that
Demio.
VR. They have that new VR D&D game.
Oh, okay. I'd be down.
Yeah. It's
Like
like
that's
the
the thing, like
actual D&D
Demio
one.
was fun, but it was
It
like
was.
it was almost too hard. Like they're
It was. It was too difficult. There's one fatal flaw in that game.
what's that?
You need a fourth player to play it. And they
I think
don't
you do,
allow
yeah.
one of us to control two
Right.
people. Like it
Right.
should just automatically, if it's two people, we each control two. Like I don't know
Right.
why
Right. Or
it functionally didn't
it
work
didn't
that way.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
That was the big problem. That was a really fun game.
It was fun. I had a
Especially
good
for
time.
me on Quest because
Right, because of the
I got to play
yeah.
freehand and I could actually move my hands around. You were so jealous.
Yeah. I was very jealous. That was
Which by the
sweet.
way, PlayStation put out an update for developers to do hand tracking. Now, whether or not
Ooh.
any of them are going to put that into
Right.
their. I wouldn't expect any games to go back and do it
Right.
because it's not going
Sure.
to make them money. It's just going to cost them money. But it is
Right.
possible going forward that future games we get can have hand tracking now on PSVR 2, which is,
Okay.
I mean, I love it. I think hand tracking is like really fun.
Yeah. Sure.
I think we're getting some kind of a trailer right now. Let me just pop back over and see what the hell that is. Oh, this looks like a Warhammer thing. Yeah, that's definitely Warhammer. Um, gosh, what else? There was an indie game. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
This is the thing. Oh,
What
there were a
time is
couple
this?
things that were of note. So,
Yeah.
real quick,
Okay.
I got to talk about the baby. The baby. So
Oh,
last
wow.
week
Okay.
we did have like a very brief minor like sleep regression, but it wasn't like a sleep regression. Is because she got congested. She had a small cold.
Okay.
And so we didn't know that. And so she had like a minor fever and then she was congested for days. Having a
Okay.
congested baby, it's like,
Yeah, you suck it out,
because
boogers.
it's not just that, it's the like sleep when she's like laying down and like it sounds like she's like choking.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so then I
Sure.
can't sleep. I'm just up all night listening to this, just constantly checking on the baby. That was an exhausting like the amount of times I'd hear just like
Yeah,
and
it
I'm just
sucks.
like and I have to like get up and run over and she's fine, but you
Right.
don't know. It doesn't sound like they're fine.
No.
So that's not fun. I mean, if she wasn't 5 months old, I'd be less worried about it, but she's
Sure.
still like a little too,
She's still a babe.
yeah, if it's like a year old and like congested sleeping, it's like, well, they'll cough, they'll be fine. But
Well, yeah.
at this age, it's still like everything's a little tenuous. We're almost at that six
Sure.
month mark. Things be a little bit better. She's
Yeah.
she's sitting herself up now. She can go from full lay down
Oh,
to sit
very
up.
nice.
But she can't
Okay.
stay up for very long.
Right, right, right.
Sometimes maybe she'll last like a minute and then eventually just like flop over.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. Probably
Yeah.
crawling soon. We're shuffling
Yeah.
now. So we're
Okay.
shuffling
Shuffle.
around. So it's like
Right.
she can get off her play mat. It just takes a long time.
Yeah.
I can like place her down, walk away. As long as I'm back in like 5-10 minutes, like,
Hmm.
she's still gonna be on it.
Yeah.
Still in a zone of safety. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
but that's that. So one of the games, so the reason I say this is while I was, watching the Game Awards before we started recording, which we
You
started
were
late because I was waiting for my
you were
wife to get
playing
home.
Octodad.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, I was. I was playing not on purpose, but I was playing Octodad. I was like trying to watch the Game Wars, and I was like, she has just been like attention nonstop.
Oh. Yeah.
Not okay with being put down. I got away with some Miss Rachel, like when she woke up while we were playing Walkabout mini golf. I was able to get
Uh-huh.
one round in after she woke
Right.
up. After that,
Right.
it was very hard for me to get my work done today.
Yeah.
Very hard. And Teresa's in the office
Yeah.
today, so I had no
Uh,
assistance. I got
uh,
my work done. Like I have to get so like I edit shows and they go out on like fast channels and stuff, like things like Tubi and stuff like that.
right.
And when I finish, I have to get them up by like some of them by a certain deadline. This is the
Right.
closest I've ever. I'm usually have these things in hours before that deadline.
Oh boy.
This was like 30 minutes for the deadline. I have one of these shows in
Oh
for the first
boy.
time ever. I was like, I
Yeah.
looked at her. I was like, you can't do this. So when I was trying to watch the Game Awards, I was like,
Uh,
one eye on the TV, another eye on her, and she's just like,
yeah.
I start looking back at the TV for a second because there's a game that looked really cool, and she
Uh-huh.
just starts losing it. Eventually fell asleep, and then we were able to start doing this.
Perfect.
So the Witness creator, Jonathan Blow,
Ooh.
he's back with a new game,
Whoa.
and
Whoa.
it's a puzzle game.
Uh-oh.
Um, it's a isometric, sort of like top down, slightly to the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up right here. So it's called Sinking Star, and it looks very, very, very cool. I mean, you and I
He just
obviously.
develops these things by himself.
Well, he's the I'm assuming he has. Yeah,
Okay.
this
I
is
don't know. Maybe it
like
was
a
a
company,
one-man
but
show.
it's no. This I don't know if the Witness was or if Braid was. I can't actually remember, but this is coming from a his development studio.
Okay.
But this looks pretty sweet. I can't tell if it's co-op. I'm trying to find out some information here. Or this thing stars built on the foundation of other games, including blah 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 blah. This game. Okay, so apparently this is like a collaborative game from a bunch of different creators.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm looking at the updates
this is a
now,
10-year
which
development cycle on this game.
oh,
Holy shit. I'm not familiar with Sokoban. So there's apparently a Sokoban game. Um, where you
okay.
which is a game where you have to move wooden boxes around a warehouse and push them into spots. We've definitely played games and puzzle games like things in Zelda or Baba's
Yeah.
You where you are
Yeah.
so that's a Sokoban game apparently. I'd actually never I was
Never
unfamiliar
heard
with
of
that.
that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
unfamiliar with
I'm
that as
familiar with
well.
that IP.
But this is like a multi-layered Sokoban game where there are different dimensions and realities, and then you are going to like mix them together. So you're like, I'm gonna do a thing over here that'll let me do a thing over here, and then I can come back, and then so it is this
Okay.
sort of multi-layered puzzle game, which just I think looks pretty impressive and incredible. Parts of it made it look like it was co-op, but that might have just been switching between different characters and not working together. Or it might have even been like you go here and you do this, and then when you do the other one, they
So it's
actually
like
play out at the same time. I'm not sure.
it's like 3D chess.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. The art style is really fun. I just
Yeah.
sent it across to you.
I
But yeah,
see.
so
That's why I
there's
said
there's
it's like
four
3D chess.
interconnected worlds. They all are gonna have their own mechanics and stuff. Um, so that's pretty sick.
Have they showed off We Were Here?
We were here. Yeah, we were here is gonna be here. So there is another new Star Wars. Did you just have the Game Awards open?
I did, but I just
Did you
opened up
see
the
it?
thing you sent me.
Oh, okay. Go back 2 minutes.
Oh my God. What
A
happened
new
now?
Star Wars game. We've got a
Wow.
Star Wars
They just
racing
can't
game
get
coming,
enough. They
Tuna.
cannot get enough of this. They can't get enough of Star Wars.
I mean,
The world cannot get enough of Star Wars. I don't
look,
has there been a year where something Star Wars hasn't come out in the last decade?
in the last decade,
Actually,
probably not in the last decade, no. Not in the last decade, but
what about
prior
since
to the last
2000?
decade, yeah, probably.
Something
Probably
Star
since
Wars. Something
something
Star something.
and maybe not. Maybe not.
I feel like they still like shitty games come out every once in a while
Yeah,
that are
I mean,
just
if you want to count, yeah, probably there probably might be something. But there was, you know, between Revenge of the Sith and then the sale to Disney, there wasn't like a ton of stuff. Well, that's not true. They've always made games. But you know what? Star Wars, if it's anything, it is an awesome aesthetic. And so just like being like, yeah, I'm just gonna put my games. I'm gonna take this game idea I have, but I'm gonna put it in this
yeah.
already like we have it. We have the look, we have the sounds, everyone likes
She's
it.
got the look.
So this is a Star Wars racing game to it. This looks so fucking sick. There's people on speeder bikes, there's people on there's definitely a pod racer based on that sound. It's called Star Wars Galactic Racer, and it looks pretty fucking rad. And that's coming next year. Look, look who you're talking to. You know?
Yeah. No, I know.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I don't know why do people like talk in the chat? I don't understand. Like who's reading this?
Oh, that's a
Like
great question.
they type in the chat and it's gone. Like the
When
thing
that
you type is gone.
when that trailer ends, by the way, keep it running because the following trailer also looks pretty cool. The art style on it is fucking awesome. It's this sort of characters almost look like they're carved out of wood and everything's made of, you know, like felt or like, you know,
Uh,
like things were made in a real world and then
I see it.
brought
I
in.
see it. Yeah, I see it. It's cool. It's like Coraline or something.
Yeah, a little bit like Coraline. Co-op adventure for two, Tuna.
Oh my gosh.
Out of Words coming next year. Looks very It Takes Two inspired, which by the way makes sense. You would think after that game came out, made that huge hit.
I mean, I can't
eventually
believe that the
someone
Game
was, you know,
Awards. I can't believe the Game Awards have come up had a come up of this kind that like Lenny Kravitz, David Harbour,
I mean,
Evanescence.
Jeff Keighley's been building towards that forever. This is what like he's been working
Yeah.
towards forever. There are a lot of things to criticize him for, but like his whole
What is
thing
with
has
this
been like,
Muppet
I want
thing
to
though? What
make
is
the Game
happening
Awards
here?
into the biggest commercial thing that video games have, and he's done it. What do you
What's
mean?
with this? What's with the Muppets? Are you live?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Then if you're live, then
you
you're
wouldn't
seeing
want
what
to
I'm
get the
seeing.
Muppets? You just talked about Lenny Kravitz. I'll tell you right now,
I know, but this has been
Lenny
going on
Kravitz
for the
walks in the
past
room, and the Muppets walk into the room. Who do you think I want to go hang out with? It's not Lenny
the
Kravitz.
Muppets. I
Yeah.
get look how many people are in the audience in this place.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a pretty big theater. When
All
Tom and I
right.
went, it was fun to be there, but I will be honest, it is better to just watch this on stream
Yeah.
because there are downtime moments. The trailers aren't actually as good to watch live, I think, on that screen as they are to just be able to watch here. And then like the parts that are like kind of boring that you don't realize you're like checking out, you're looking at your phone, you're reading about stuff.
Yeah.
You're sitting through that instead, and you
Right.
find yourself
Right.
very bored during long
I'm
parts
sure.
of this. But it was cool to be there one time. Um,
Yeah,
I
because
would
most award shows are fucking boring.
correct, correct. Which is why the Game Awards. This is what I, in my opinion, the Game Awards is closer to what I want the Oscars to be, because I would be actually interested in watching the Oscars if I was
Trailer
like, oh,
drops.
yeah, if I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a bunch of trailers for the movies for the
Yeah.
next 2 years, great,
Right. Yeah.
awesome. I'm
Yeah.
excited to go watch the
People
Oscars
would
now.
probably watch a lot more of it.
I absolutely think they would.
Yeah.
I definitely, which is why I think it's so funny that I think Netflix is maybe trying to get the Oscars, and I'm like, why? Like, what do you want it for?
Yeah.
Like Netflix, I have a lot of complicated thoughts about because they're very anti like theater and they have all these like shitty mandates about their series that we've talked about when it comes to like exposition and dumbing things down and like second screen experience.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, they're not owned by like a right-wing psycho. They're actually owned by like someone who like has been pretty vocal about disliking Trump. Um,
Okay.
at least in the past. Either way, like, you
Right.
know, like better than any other option we have out there. So I've complicated feelings, but like I don't know why they'd want the Oscars. It doesn't make sense to me. You
Huh.
know? It's just
Yeah,
it
sure.
seems antithetical to their position. It's almost like they would get the Oscars to ruin the Oscars. But again, they don't matter. So there's not really much to ruin there. Um,
Yeah,
we're
I could
20
care
minutes from the
less.
end here. We're gonna find out soon game of the year, any final big trailers. Um, Duet Night Abyss. What the fuck is Duet Night Abyss? Oh, this
Uh,
looks like some kind of action anime. Yeah, action anime stuff.
oh, speaking of anime, I finished season 2 of Solo Leveling,
Yeah.
and all I have to say is that it's fine. Like
Yeah.
it's a fun show to watch.
I like to watch this guy stomp people,
Sure. But
right?
that's about it.
Yeah. That's all it is. That's all it is. I just binged a new anime. I
Go
binged
ahead.
3 seasons of it over the last few weeks. Um,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you something that is going to sound shocking. This might be the first time I've genuinely found an anime funny.
Come
Because the
on.
humor in anime is usually the thing that turned me off from anime,
Right.
right?
It's
Like I
usually not
usually
funny at
don't
all.
like the, yeah. And there's so many of those like you cut to the character and they're just in like a colorful background. They have like, and it's just like
Right.
everything's over. This isn't like that.
Okay.
Spy Family. You should watch. It's listed as Spy X Family, but it just means Spy Family. You're not supposed to really pronounce the cross. Whenever you see like Japanese games, X means cross, and so they're usually just saying Spy Family. Like
What's with the why the cross then?
it's just it's not a thing we have in English.
Okay.
So it just doesn't like. So you can say Spy X Family, but it should actually like. And so a lot of people do say that for the same reason. A lot of people say Ball X Pit. It is just Ball Pit. Um, it's just how those it's Ball Cross Pit. Like it's a thing.
Why is Jeff Keighley like standing in a tunnel instead of like standing at the front addressing the audience? I don't.
Oh, so well, actually he might yeah, it looks like he's in a different spot, but he might be on a virtual display there. They might have like an LED screen behind him. In past years,
Oh,
in past
so he's
years,
not really there?
no, he's really there, but they might just have an LED wall behind him, like a singular one, not like a dome.
Oh, okay.
In past years, when you're in the audience,
Yeah.
it was on like the left side of the audience.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley would be like on a platform that was just built on top of, some of the seats, like on a riser. And he
Okay.
would be standing there. And like when he would have like Joseph Fares, that like that's how he would have the Game Awards behind him, like the stage behind him while he was talking. He's just like standing next to the seats, basically on like a riser. Like, so
Yeah.
he's just kind of always siloed off because I guess if you think about it, he needs a location to be able to do stuff that isn't on stage. Because otherwise, imagine having to stop for new people to come out and then stop for him to come out and then stop for new people to
Right.
you cut to the host while transitions are happening with the stage.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's why it works that way.
Yeah.
Because you kind of need a secondary location. Otherwise, it would actually be a lot worse viewing experience.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What is
You know,
this? There's some like fighting game going on right now.
yeah. This, by the way, looks pretty fucking sick.
This looks good. Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
There's some fighting game
There's
happening on my screen.
somebody's bashing in heads.
I gotta say, it feels like we're getting way more trailers than any other year this year. And apparently, the trailer costs this year, it was something like a minute trailer was maybe $400,000 the cost for the ads. And I
What?
think there was reported like there's a trailer
What do they
like a
think that
3 minute trailer costs like $1 million.
No. What do they think of the
Yeah.
goddamn Super Bowl?
Dude, you know how many people are watching this? A lot of people are gonna watch this.
How many
You
people
get
do you
you
think
get
watch this? Well, it says the Game Awards 1.2 million are watching. That's kind of crazy. 1.2 million for the Game Awards YouTube account?
All right. Guess how many people watched in 2025?
A million.
You think the total viewership for last year was 1 million?
So last year being 2024.
2024.
I don't know. Like on IGN, the number watching now is 122,000.
Okay.
And on the Game Award channel is 1.2. So
Worldwide.
I'll say 2 million.
Okay. Last year, the Game Awards pulled in 154 million people.
What?
100 around the world.
Live?
Look, dude.
Or
Live
live
stream.
or
The
later?
Game Award live stream was 154 million views last year.
Huh.
Yeah. So I would say that's why it costs
Yeah, but
that
where
much
are they
money.
watching it live? Because the Game Awards channel has got 1.2 million watching. IGN has 123,000. So where are they watching this?
Restreams. Also, you have to keep in mind there's a lot of other
Okay, so
countries
restreams.
too.
So not live. Not live.
There's
live.
probably other places that are streaming it. I don't have the numbers. I'm just reading the official
All right.
look, this was December 18th. So this was right after last year's Game Awards, right?
Yeah.
Right after last year's Game Awards, they said they had 154 million global live streams. So it's not like that's months later. That was
No, but
days
you see,
later.
so I just looked up like how many people watched the Super Bowl in 2024, and it's only
hmm
123 million.
Because no one watches that outside of the United States. Because
Yeah.
no one cares
Yeah.
about the NFL if they don't live in America.
Yeah.
And everyone
well,
plays video games now.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
not everyone, but the world plays video games. I mean, it's a bigger industry than film. It's a bigger industry than TV. It is the biggest industry in entertainment. So it makes sense. And that's why he has been like forcing this show to be the thing it is because he knew at some point or another, like someone would do it. So he was like, I'll be the guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, why not be the guy that does it? Like, someone's gonna do it.
Yeah. Who's this fuck? Sure, he's it. I feel like I've kind of got like the verso hair going on right now
You do. It looks pretty cool,
because
dude.
I took a shower, didn't do anything with it. Now it's looking a little like verse.
That's the one thing I didn't get the Sicilian curly hair. I got the very
Yeah,
straight. I
yeah.
got the very straight because I took a shower and didn't put anything in my hair, and it is just,
Yeah.
I've got like the side swoop
I was
going
just
on.
thought of something that Carl said, but
Oh,
that Carl Pilkington said one time.
listen,
You have the hair
yeah,
of a
listen, Alex. I told you this when we were younger.
so
People,
funny.
I did you went
So
to
funny.
what was the hair cutting place we went to?
Pioneer.
So when I went to Pioneer, I had two
Yeah.
different ladies there say to me, they were like, they told me that I had Asian hair when I was younger. Especially because when I was younger, my hair used to be like black. Now it's more of like a very dark brown. So I had like very black, fine, straight hair that felt perfectly straight down. And so like when I
Yeah.
was younger, they were like, "Oh, you have like Asian hair," and I was like, "I'm not." But okay.
When Carl
Yeah,
said
when
that,
Carl said that, it was so fun. When he
you
said
know,
that, though, Alex, you have to imagine for me, I was like, that's what I said about me.
wait a minute. This is crazy. Okay, so there's much. Is this like, is the security at the Game Awards like a lot beefier than at the Oscars? Because there's literally like, like line ribbon in front of the front row
I
of the
mean, it
people
wasn't it
sitting
wasn't
there.
when I went, but I haven't actually gone to the show in a few years now. So,
But like, why would you put that there? It's not like it's not going to hold someone back from getting up. They're going to get up.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
you know what, Alex? Kind of like most security things, it's security theater. It's a psychological barrier,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Most
yeah,
things are just like locks on your home, right? Locks on your door
yeah, yeah,
aren't
yeah.
actually going to keep someone out. They're going to be a
No,
very minor deterrent. Most things are security theater and they're
yeah.
not real security. Like the TSA, they don't really do anything. They don't really stop anything. They're just there to make you think you can't do anything and hopefully stop stupid people from trying anything.
Right,
And
right.
also primarily they're there as a like government works project instead of having like government works projects that actually solve things. And they're there to make people feel afraid
Yeah.
so that we don't question all of the rights that we
Wait,
get. Like,
look, do you see the ribbon in
yeah, I
front?
do. I see the ribbon. It's just to tell people, like, don't go this way. This isn't for you.
Don't get out of your chair. It's like right in front of them.
I think I fought this guy in Clair Obscur,
Nice.
the mime. Did you
Yeah.
fight any mimes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The first mime I
Bunch of
fought,
mimes.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna beat this guy. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
doing like no damage to this piece of shit.
Yeah, until oh wow, look, you can actually see chairs like seats without asses in them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're doing
You
seat
need
fillers
Kramer.
at the
You need
gamer.
Kramer. You need Kramer in there. You need Kramer to fill those seats.
What music are they gonna play? You think they're gonna do Clair Obscur here? I missed what he said.
Yeah, I missed what he said too.
Oh, this might be like the medley of all the game awards, all the games up for Game of the Year, because they usually do that at the end prior to the final award. They've always done like
Yeah.
music from all of the games, um,
Okay.
but they may have done that earlier as well with the actual music award. Oh, we're entering. This is corny.
DLN. Is that what that says?
We're at.
DLN? What the hell is going on? I mean, it would be cool if the fog also came out from the
Yeah.
stage. Oh, Mega Man.
There was some news. So Sega wants to make Mega Man big again. And dude, if we're about to get
Let's
a
make
trailer,
Mega Man big again.
if we're about
Oh
to get a
my
trailer for a
God.
whole new Mega Man is a cool franchise that should be
Sure.
bigger, I think. Um, you know,
Oh, there he
it's
is. Oh, I don't. What the hell
there
is
he
this?
is. Mega Man's walking out on stage. Oh, I was kind of hoping to see like a 3D Mega Man, to be honest with you, but I'm
Yeah,
down to
this
play another 2D
is.
one. I mean, they're really fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't mind it, but I'd love to see a reinvention of it, you
I don't know
know?
if I like the art. I don't know if I like the color. A little too vibrant.
Oh, it's too vibrant for Tuna.
It's too vibrant.
It's too
It might
woke.
be. It might be. It might be.
It might be too
It
woke
really
for
might
Tuna.
be.
I
I'm
don't know.
looking
It
at the
kind of it
chat.
looks like a cartoon.
I'm looking at the IGN chat right now. There's
Yeah, yeah.
based, mid,
Mid.
trolled, and every other comment is like, "Where's Half-Life 3?"
You know what's worse too is you're probably not even like half those people might not even be real, right? They're just
I
bots,
know. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh my
You're reading
God.
it. You're reading AI.
I know. Actually, there someone just came in, mega slop.
Make us- Fuck.
Nintendo.
Oh, Mario Galaxy movie trailer.
Oh, the movie
Okay, all
trailer.
right,
Okay,
okay. We'll
okay,
talk about
okay,
this one.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, Nintendo's got the money.
Oh, okay. Are we gonna see Yoshi? Please don't talk.
Oh, oh shit.
You know,
Yeah, I don't think you should talk. I agree with you. Okay.
I love that they're doing this sunshine ass Bowser Jr. dude.
Yeah, with the paintbrush and everything. All right, that's it. Really quick trailer. Oh, a
Yeah,
man
that was
standing in front
when
of.
he said a quick look at this. He was
Yeah, not kidding. That was about 20 seconds. Well,
not kidding.
Nintendo's falling on hard times. They can only afford $40,000.
God, you know another thing with the baby that's going on right now?
What's that?
Hasn't pooped in like day and a half, so
Uh,
there's just like there's an atomic bomb headed our way, you know? Just like
yeah, probably.
because she's we're doing well, not solids, but we're doing pureed food. We're doing foods now. We're doing the
Yeah,
allergens, which she
right.
might have a dairy allergy
Oh,
because we did what did we do? Greek yogurt,
uh-huh.
and then the third time she got like her whole face started turning red. So
Ooh,
yeah, no peanuts. Peanuts was fine. Soy was fine. What was the other
okay.
thing we did? Tahini maybe. That was fine, but the dairy, the doctor said that like if she has dairy now, it'd probably be fine later. That does happen sometimes. So your kid had a dairy allergy and it went away,
Big
right?
dairy allergy. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Because that would suck. I'm like, man, if this kid can't have ice cream and pizza,
Yeah, I know,
what
right?
a miserable life to have. Oh, what a. I mean, there's worse things, but man, that would suck.
All
A
right, so
life
we
without
wrapping up this
cheese.
show. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean,
Ten
let's,
fifty three.
you
What's
know,
going on? No, not this show. This show. The Game Awards.
here you go. Here you
Is
go.
this it?
Another big game announcement right here.
Oh, here we go. This is it. What do you say? It's a guy with a haircut that
Man, it's become an RPG city in the gaming industry.
yeah.
What's interesting about it is though, like the genre blending is getting so weird. It's like this is like what fantasy sci-fi
It's
RPG like
fantasy sci-fi with like I don't know.
I mean this
Uh
looks cool, but like
Destiny,
I would be
Borderlands.
hard pressed to even explain what genre this is.
Right. You're riding a horse
From the
going
makers of
in.
Titanfall, Tuna.
Oh my God. A new breed of shooter.
I
I
mean the
don't know if I like the
horseback riding
horse
is pretty
thing.
sick.
What? All right, we'll
Just
see.
like
We'll
just
see.
from like a different viewpoint of like being on like bikes or cars.
What
It's
is
like
this,
no,
like
we're gonna be on
He-Man?
fucking I don't know.
Do you see that woman?
I did. That was She-Ra.
Yeah.
That She-Ra cartoon. Very good.
And now there's a tank.
Dude,
What is happening?
I don't know what the fuck this game is, but I think I want to find out.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll probably, I mean, I don't see. Oh,
I mean,
now
look,
you have a hawk ability.
it's from the makers of Titanfall.
Right,
Like we're gonna
Titanfall.
play this game.
Yeah. Somebody wrote, so Overwatch meets Destiny.
Yeah, that
Valorant
is a good
meets
point. Is this
Destiny.
just a hero shooter?
Yeah, it looks like
I
it.
was thinking originally this was like PvE, but if this is just PvP, my interest goes way down, I think.
Yeah.
Just because these kinds of games now, it's just like at a certain point, right? At our age, to be able to play these games, it's a little bit untenable because you have to be playing regularly with a group of people, and it's just like I can't do that. You can't keep up. So it's
Yeah.
like free to play too. Yeah. Okay, a lot less
Oh,
interested now. It looks cool. I bet it's gonna play really well. Doubt we'll play this for very long because everyone will get too good and we won't be able to put enough time into it.
probably,
And
yeah.
then eventually you're just getting smoked and it's not
Yeah,
fun.
oh yeah.
You
Oh
know?
yeah.
I liked the Titanfall multiplayer, but that Titanfall 2 campaign was so just unbelievable. Are we getting more Astrobot updates? Did you ever play any of those? They did that. You didn't
No.
do the holiday update last year. You'll be able to do that this year now. You should, when you finish with Claire Obscura, you should go run the update on Astrobot, play all the new stuff. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, so this show is ending in 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, they're gonna do Game of the Year and then so Spy Family Tuna.
Yeah.
Here's the theme. It takes place in like Eastern Europe. It's in like a fictional land. And it's
Okay.
imagine like sort of like a Cold War, like East-West Germany kind of a thing, right? But it's more
Sure.
it's more like Eastern European because the place is like it's called like Estonia and stuff. Like, like it's so it's a bit more Eastern European. But the main character, this guy Twilight, he's a spy undercover, and he
Yeah.
works for an organization that's trying to like bring an end to this sort of like war he's trying to cause peace, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, and he needs to gain access to this guy who's like I can't remember if he's like a chancellor or if he's like he's very high up. I don't remember his actual title off the top of my head. But to get to him, he has to do it in like a very like smart way because there's a lot of secret police around and it's very high tension time. So the easiest way to get to him is through his kid. So he needs to adopt a kid, send the kid to this like elite school so that he
Okay.
can gain access to the dad. But he doesn't have a family, so he needs a wife and he needs a kid. So he adopts a kid. The kid he doesn't know is psychic. So the
Okay.
kid can read minds.
All right.
But the kid's been like adopted and returned multiple times because everyone thinks like the kid's a freak. So she doesn't tell anyone that she can read their minds. So you have this little girl, she's like 6. And I do think this is part of the charm is like I got to tell you, like now that I'm a dad watching things, it is different. Having a
Yeah.
child, when you watch stuff with kids now, it is different.
It
And
is.
like
It's a different experience.
there's a lot of humor with this little girl that like I find very funny that I don't know if I would have found it as funny before that now I find like this kind of humor very fun. Um
Yeah.
yeah, and,
What
here's
is
the
this guy
medley they're doing.
playing?
Claire Obscure.
What instrument is that guy playing? I gotta find out.
Have you seen a Claire Obscure yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, the first time you fight a Claire Obscure, you're like, finally.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Which it just means light dark, but
Right. Yeah, it just means light dark.
yeah. I'm like, who's Claire?
Right.
When you
This
fought the
guy with
Claire Obscure,
the flute guy is going nuts on this one. The
oh, I
guy,
mean that's his
he's got
thing, dude.
multiple flutes.
That's his thing.
That
Like
trumpet
this
guy looks like he's got a glass trumpet.
several years ago, the flute guy became like a meme, so that he's always there, and like there's a camera on him all the time, and now he's
He just
playing it
picked up
up.
a different one. He just picked up a different flute. He's ready to go for a different flute.
I mean,
I mean, I
he's a
want them to
centerpiece
cut to
of
him
the
because
show.
he is playing a different. There, look at it. He's playing a different thing. What the fuck is that?
Um, man, that guy is. I can't remember his
Him and
name.
Mr. Glass Trumpet. Flute guy is on fire.
Whoa, the is that glass? You think it's crystal or something?
I don't know. It's probably not glass, but it's probably it's see through, which is
Yeah,
fucking
no,
cool.
probably. Yeah, I wonder what that is. I wonder what it's made
Wait,
from.
what
I've
the
never
fuck?
seen that before. That's pretty sick.
They got the singer
Yeah,
for
that's pretty
Donkey
sick.
Kong.
Dude,
Oh, now
Donkey
he's
Kong
got the small.
Bonanza is a fucking
He's playing the
awesome game.
smallest fucking flute in the world.
Donkey Kong Bonanza was, man, when you get to that final level in Bonanza and everything just
Yeah,
flips, that was,
that was pretty
mwah.
cool. They got her out. They got her out for this, and that was pretty good. Let's go. What is this thing now?
I like that. I like that. Like, there's even a that is the biggest instrument I've
What the
ever seen in my
fuck?
life. I don't even know
Flute
what that
guy's just
was.
killing it with the flutes.
It feels almost disrespectful to just call him flute guy at this
I
point after
know.
he just played like 8 instruments in
Yeah,
that
you just
3 minute span.
yeah.
I don't even know how he picked them up that quickly. There must
I
have
don't
been
know.
someone there
That's
handing him
ridiculous. There he
new item,
is.
right? There
He
must
blew
have
a
been a
kiss.
guy just
He blew a kiss to the crowd. He knows he's really.
passing them back and forth for him.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's just that good. He
You
gets up, he
think?
grabs a flute, starts playing it.
All right, who do you think? Who do you think won? Oh, what a surprise!
Oh,
Clear,
shocker!
pure.
It's Claire.
All right. So Spy Family Tuna
Yeah, Spy Family.
also needs a wife, right?
Okay. Yeah,
How are you gonna just find someone to marry you, especially as like at a position of convenience, right?
yeah.
But there's a woman whose
Okay.
brother is in the he's in the SS, right? He's secret police.
Okay.
She's an assassin, but her brother doesn't know. So she needs cover from her brother. So
Okay.
so you have this assassin, the
Yeah.
spy, and the child, and her brother
Okay.
is secret police. Not none of them know that he's secret police. They suspect he's secret police.
What?
None of them know he's a spy. Like
Okay.
the spy and the assassin do not know that like she
I know.
thinks
All
he's a
right. All right.
psychologist.
All
He
right. All right.
thinks
Well, I'll add
it's
it. What's
great.
the name of this?
It's
Spy
great. Spy
Family?
Family.
Spy X Family?
Yeah, Spy Family. It's good. I ended up binging the whole thing. I couldn't believe how much I liked it.
Spy
Um,
Family. All right, fine. Spy Family. But I also
give
want
it
to.
an
I also
episode or
got to
two.
get. I got to get into Traders UK.
Oh yeah, I mean that,
So
I wouldn't tell you to prioritize, but like it's there. When you're like, I want to
yeah.
watch an anime next, I would prioritize Traders UK over that. This episode obviously very different than our normal. We're not going through like we're not doing, news, mail, or any of that stuff. But I do want to say Survivor update, Tribal Council, just real quick.
Oh my God, Survivor. That was the worst tribal. That was
I mean,
embarrassing for so many people.
but it was entertaining. I will
It was
say, since the
entertaining,
merge,
but
this season
oh
has
my
been
God.
entertaining. It's been bad from a strategy standpoint, but it's
Yeah,
been
real bad.
entertaining.
Real bad. Holy shit.
I am 1 point behind Steve right now.
That's insane.
And Alex Schwimmerman is 3 points behind me.
What? How have I not come up a little bit in this? I know I've got Rizzo and Savannah.
You have you do, but a lot of other people have them as well.
All
So
right.
they've come up as you've come up is why. Um,
All right. Fine.
and
All right,
Slater's 20 behind, but I'm 1 point
crazy.
behind. And it is possible. So Sage is there and I don't have Sage. So if Sage lasts longer, I think it is possible for Alex Schwimmerman to beat me. So it's a 3-person race between myself, Steve, and Alex Schwimmerman, and it's 4 points between first and third right now. So what
Right.
looked like only a few weeks ago as like Steve was blowing this game out of the water, no one had a chance.
Yeah.
And now suddenly at the end, it's a 4 point race with one episode to go. Pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
glad that ended up happening.
Yeah.
So that's fun. It is time, Alex, for you to wrap things up now that the show is over.
Thanks to Tom Caswell for not being here so we could have a shorter episode. Thanks to the Game Awards for providing us with enough content to get to 11 p.m. And apologies for the stuffy, runny, ridiculous nose of a dad with a 4-year-old who comes home with illnesses all the time. That'll be Chris's life in 3.5 years. Can't wait. So, thanks for hanging out with us.
Peach Beach next week. Alex has a presentation as well. Stay unranked.
Suck it.